Hi everyone, so I'm back again with another video that will hopefully be helpful, and hopefully it'll be something that's in time for the new year. So this actually comes from something I heard while watching Church Online today. Yes, I watched Church Online. I used to go to a church in Atlanta, and I've not found one that I like here in New York as much as I like that one. So I watch online. Fortunately, it streams online every Sunday, multiple times a day. Anyway, so, what I'm going to talk about today is a quote that the pastor said in today's service. And, well, really, I have like a variation of that quote. And that is that, what you insist on holding on to may be costing you everything. So it's time to let that thing go. And for many of us, like everyone, if you're an adult, maybe even before adulthood, you can probably relate to what that means. But that phrase, quote, whatever, may resonate with different people for different reasons. Some examples may be drug addiction. You know, if you're holding on to that drug, it could cost you everything. You know, when you're addicted to anything, your personality changes, your priorities shift. People who should matter start to not matter as much, and then they start to notice that they don't matter as much to you, and that's when the problems really start to begin. You know, taking care of yourself isn't as important. Other examples, you could be holding on to a toxic relationship. You could be, hanging out with the wrong people, bad habits, like, eating junk food. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm trying this color, and I'm going to take it off, but I wanted to try it before bed, because as you know, I usually make these videos before bed, or maybe you don't know, but now you know. It's usually late when I film these. So anyway, I'm distracted, because, like, the color is kind of, like, chipping off. Anyway, so yeah, whatever you're holding on to could be any number of things. I will tell you personally that for me, just off the top of my head, or actually I thought about this a little bit before, filming, but for me, there's been one major family relationship that I had to let go of because I wasn't going to let it cost me everything. And how it was costing me everything, this is really distracting. This is the NYX, see if I can cover where it's like coming off. I think it's called Blue Velvet, and then I put gloss over it. It's a matte color, but it's really dry here, and my lip was dry, and now this is going to be smudgy. I'm not gonna reshoot this video, so we'll just have to, continue with business as usual. So, yeah, so, for me, family relationship, I had to let go of because it was not a healthy one. It was very toxic. It, obviously stressed me out, but, I don't know, like that person just wanted to dominate and control my life, in the sense that, you know, everything had to revolve around that person. And, that person expected me to answer to, I'm trying not to give him, if you know me in my everyday life, I'm very open about this, but, yeah, I don't know. I've already started on this with anonymity, so I'll continue it. I'll probably disclose it in a later video. It's not a secret if you know me at all. But basically, that person wanted all of my decisions, my life, my plan, like everything to revolve around serving that person, in the sense that, oh, drop everything, do what I need you to do. Oh, well, I'm gonna ridicule you, judge you, whatever, even though, you know, what you're doing is healthy and good for you and right. And, you know, we're talking things like moving away for a job, or like, going to, grad school, things like that. Oh no, well, you know, well, you have to stay here, and if you don't stay here, then I'm going to be angry with you. Like, stuff like that. that is toxic. And the grad school thing is a clear example of how, even back then I would not allow, I chose grad school over that, you know, whatever that person was saying. I just didn't care because, you know, I'm not going to let it, cost me everything. It's not going to cost me my future. It's not going to cost me my present. It's not going to cost me my next 5 minutes, you know. And the way I rationalized that, because I was only 20 years old back then, but the way I rationalized it was, so people who do this to you, it could be a sibling, it could be a parent, it could be a spouse, it could be somebody you're just dating, somebody you're just talking to even. You know, people really do have some nerve in these streets. So, I mean, all sorts of people can overstep boundaries and become that person in your life. But back then, the way I rationalized my decision making, this is really distracting. The way I rationalized my decision, the way I rationalized my decision making was by just thinking about how that person has had their own life to live. And, you know, they made whatever they wanted to make of their life. They still like had and still have the chance to make something of their life and to do their own thing. And at that point, 20 years old, I have my life to make something of it. I don't owe my life to that person in this. I don't like, yeah. And you know, like with parents, especially, there's this cliche that you owe them your life, when the truth of the matter is, if your parents or if anybody, you know, is not investing in you and has not, like, first of all, no, in the case of parents, you did not ask those people to be your parents. So you don't really have an automatic obligation. Now, I do believe that it's good and it's fitting and that you should do what you can to help your parents, but the key there is what you can. You know, if you have dysfunctional parents and they're trying to or they're expecting you to cut into your own well-being and livelihood, you don't owe them that. But if you can help them while still making sure you're okay, that's what you do. You know, just because it's good and just because, they did raise you, maybe they didn't raise you right, but it's just decent. You'd want someone to help you, you know, you'd want your kids to help you, whatever. And just to break that cycle of negativity and vitriol. And I'm that way, about a couple family members. I help them from afar and they don't even know it. But, I won't engage them. I won't talk to them. I keep my distance because it's for my own health and safety, and I don't owe them that. I'm not going to compromise those things for anyone. I'm tempted to pause. It looks fine like that. Now it's on my teeth. I'm tempted to pause this and fix it, but I don't know. We're fine. So anyway, yeah, so it's a new year, and even if it wasn't a new year, like at any point in your life that you think you're holding on to something that is costing you way too much, just let it go. Let it go. Because if it's one of those things that draws you in deeper and deeper and deeper and hurts you more and more, or hurts other people more and more as it draws you in, and by hurting other people, I mean actually harming. I don't mean people being salty or in their feelings. I mean, you know, like, you know, if you've got kids, if it draws you away from caring for your child, if you have a spouse, if it damages that relationship that would otherwise be healthy and you would otherwise be healthy. I'm talking about like negative habits, negative things in your life. If they're drawing you in, you got to let them go, because ultimately they'll cost you everything. Even if it seems like, let me tell you this, it never seems like something you're doing is going to cost you everything that's near and dear to you. It's always a gradual process. No one, you know, starts drinking, for example, and, you know, realizes after the first drink or before the first drink, oh man, I'm going to lose my job, have my kids taken away. This is awesome. All that stuff is gradual. If it, you know, for people with, alcohol problems, substance abuse, could be gambling, could be, you might be irresponsible at spending and managing money. That doesn't seem like it's going to cost you everything in the beginning, but if you don't, get a handle on that and get help and leverage all these resources, you know, it will literally cost you everything. It'll cost you your place to live. You won't be able to afford food. You can't pay your utilities, whatever. So, I just say that to say, don't let things consume you. Don't let anything consume you to the extent that it's costing you your livelihood, your well-being, healthy relationships, your goals. Your goals are important. You know, graduating from school, going for that job, even just having self-confidence. If something is costing you your self-confidence, that is a huge red flag that it's on the road to costing you everything, because that is your mentality that is messing with, and we don't let anything mess up our mentality. That's like cardinal. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm gonna go take this lip color off because, yeah, well, I'm going to bed, and because it's like splotchy anyway, and this gloss that I put over it tastes horrible. Like I actually nearly threw up. But I wanted to get this video recorded because it's been such a while, and I thought this was such a great message that I heard today and wanted to share. So, I will see you in the next video, which I will hopefully not make you wait too long to see it. So, Happy New Year, and I will see you again soon. Bye.